Hello pilots, Ranger 1 here. Welcome to the Virtual Realms YouTube channel. Something kind of quick and dirty that I'm throwing together here. I was just finishing up re-encoding and re-uploading a War Thunder video that YouTube had mysteriously decided to choke on. And I had caught at the last moment. I was going to air this tomorrow. And as I'm finishing that up, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Frankly, that's all I wanted to do was get done, go to sleep while this thing uploaded. I happened to check out, while I was waiting, the Gentleman Gamers YouTube channel. And if you haven't gone to his channel, you should check it out. He's got some interesting stuff there. And I just wanted to stop by and see. I'd been considering subscribing. I hadn't really had time to look at him yet in any detail. And I noticed that earlier today, he had put up a video that the Jackdaw was out with its animations working. It had been on CC for a while, but the animations didn't work at that point. Now the actual stats aren't correct. It looks like they've used a placeholder, and he even pointed that out in his video too. And I was like, dang, I wish I'd seen that earlier. I really wanted to get footage of that. And I'm like, you know what? All right. I'm just going to stay up and I'm going to do this. So, a quick look at the Jackdaw, just for you. So, I've raced over here to Baziva, and I'm getting ready to dock. And I'm going to purchase, well, I've already purchased the Jackdaw on my way over. And just want to jump in it real quick and show off the animations. And when I dock, I had completely forgotten about the fact, see there it is, I'm going to assemble it real quick. I had completely forgotten about the fact that I don't have the skills to fly this thing. And a message had just popped up saying that the servers were going to be shutting down in about 50 minutes. So, the skill doesn't even have the correct name on it yet, but I'm gonna finagle my way down here and click on the wrong thing because I'm in a hurry and go do. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the right section here and find the gobbledygook that is the actual skill. No message ID 308774. Grab it, buy it, and train it. And that's going to take, to get to level 1, about 20 or 21 minutes. So, we're going to jump ahead here just a little bit as I watch the clock slowly tick down. It's getting later and later and later. And I'm getting sleepier and sleepier and sleepier. And I want to get some quick footage of this before the server shuts down. So, here we go. Let me jump forward. No, wait, before I do, I meant to say I'm going to put a link to the Gentleman Gamers YouTube channel in the description below. Again, be sure and check out his site if you have a few minutes to spare. I think it'll be worth your while. Okay, we've jumped ahead a little bit here, and the timer is just counting down. The skill is trained. There we go. Alright, let's jump in this thing and take a look at it. The preliminary art that I had seen for this looked very unique. This is a very linear ship. Very rectangular. There's a certain school of Caldari design that really goes for this type of hull design, although those antennas are awesome. Now, that's a sensor array. If you're going to fly a sniper, that's the kind of sensor array you want on your ship. Goodness gracious. It certainly looks the part. And it's got that insect look going that they started with the blackbird and falcon and rook. The kind of angular bug-like look with all the antennas poking up all over it. That looks good. I'm gonna jump out to an asteroid belt. I just want to see, none of the other tactical destroyers have had a hyperspace animation. And I doubt this one's going to be any different, but I'd just like to check that out first. We're in defensive formation right now. And I think they omit an actual animation going into warp because it would interfere if you wanted to change modes in mid-flight. That would probably mess everything up and look funny. Now that's really interesting. Yeah, it didn't have an animation for going into warp, but look at those panels popped out on the side. Again, we're seeing a ship that exposes its panel at an odd time. I'm assuming that it's going to take for granted that you're probably facing your opponent. Maybe those panels popping up are supposed to be additional protection. Or maybe the components that are underneath them have to do with the shield generation. And it's opening them up so that the shields can go into hyperdrive, you know, and it's defensive posture and really boost your defenses. I don't know. It looks cool. Heck, maybe they're passive sensors to make up for the fact that your antennas are folded in. I did notice that we've got some little short stubby antennas that are poked up on the top and the bottom. I'm going to switch modes now into sniper mode. And look at that. That is outstanding. They've got antennas folding out of the main antenna. It just looks like a great big giant crosshair. Wow. That is one of the coolest animations I've seen in this game or any other. That's kind of gushing a little bit, and I apologize for that, but that's just cool. I didn't expect all the detail that they've put into this particular animation. Let's fold it back in and go into propulsion mode. And it folds everything down. I love the fact that they've put the bottom antenna forward just to streamline everything and folded the rest back along the hull. Look, are those... They're on the top. I didn't notice those thrusters there before. I wonder if those thrusters have popped up into position. I think that they did. I'll have to put it through its paces here a little bit. Yeah, let's go into defensive mode. Watch the thrusters there in the middle. And yep, they fold little blast doors down to cover them up and protect them. You're just relying on your rear propulsion mode, which has little blast shields of its own there toward the rear. Interesting. So there's lots of little levels of detail to this. Again, CCP is coming up with some very, very detailed little animations. And I do like the little small stubby antenna that pop up about a quarter of the way back along the hull, too. When it's in defensive mode, it's probably just supplementary shorter range sensors, you know, if you want to put a lore reason to it, because its main sensors are folded down. And I'm assuming that when you're in propulsion mode, they are kind of figuring that you really don't care about all that sensor and targeting strength. But let's pop it back out. Take one more look at it unfolding from that mode. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the Jackdaw. A lot of people even hate the name Jackdaw, which is basically, it's a little black bird. Well, it's not that little, but it's related to the crow. And the Jackdaw was well known for being opportunistic, also being very quick. Look at those little antennas pop up on the spine and belly. Nice. But I think that's what they're going for. A quick, aggressive little bird, I think, is the theme that they're going for here. And considering the bonuses that it has when it's in propulsion mode, you get like a 33% boost to your speed and a 66% boost to your agility, which is just the opposite of the other tactical destroyers. I think this thing is meant to be a kiter, to be able to pivot quickly and stay at range, even though it's not the fastest thing in the world. And that probably means that it's going to be more at home doing that, not against frigates so much as against cruisers. And maybe it's Not necessarily to be used as a kiter, but to align quickly and keep your opponent at range, at hopefully the perfect range, and get out of dodge when you need to at the drop of a hat. I don't know. There are going to be a lot of different uses for this little destroyer that we haven't really seen before. I guess the closest would be the Svipool, but that's really kind of a close range brawler, and I'm not entirely sure this one's going to end up being used in that fashion. You could slap rockets on it, I suppose, and do that, but I don't know if it really has the speed to fulfill that function properly. Not that it's overly slow, but it's not overly quick either. Okay, that's your look at the Jackdaw. Another great design from CCP. You may disagree though, and of course you're well within your rights to do so. If you don't like this ship, just let me know in the comments below and we'll kick it around a little bit and see what you think. I'm a fan of it. I like it. But if you're not, that's okay too. Let's discuss it in the comments below. I'm going to let you guys go for now. I'm heading for bed. You should probably do the same. Well, by the time this is uploaded, it'll be tomorrow morning. So get back to work. And until I see you again, good hunting. Thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'll see you next time.